Hello everyone, we are on our way out to Portland, Oregon. Come with us as we fly in and spend 24 hours in what is known as the City of Roses and fly right back out. But for now, it's off to Ontario Airport to catch a flight on Alaska Airlines.
Just went through security and it was busy. Luckily I had TSA pre-check, so that worked out. Now I gotta go find my gate, which is at 2:05. So that's where I'm walking to right now. Okay, there's the plane, ready to board on Alaska Airlines. We have arrived in Portland, Oregon, and now we've got to figure out public transportation into Portland. So that's what we're gonna do next. Airport looks nice. Lots of places to eat, but I'm not really hungry. I'm just trying to find the exit, which I'm going to assume is this way, but I'm not exactly sure. Looks like they have a fairly fast moving TSA line, so that's good. Lots of coffee places, but I would have expected that.
The Portland, Oregon Airport is a very nice airport with lots of public transportation options. Come with me as I try to find the Max Red Line, which is a low-cost train that takes you from the airport to downtown Portland.
I'm just going this way because it says ground transportation, and I'm hoping that I'll find some public transportation or train or something to get me into the city itself. Looks like a nice airport though. I think that train will get me to where I want to go. If I can find how to pay for the Max Red Line train, I think that will get me to where I need to go. It's saying now go outside. I'm gonna check that out. Let's see, saying go this way, so that's what I'm doing. Now here at the light rail, and I need to figure out how much this is gonna cost and how I pay, and I'm gonna guess it's all over there at the terminal there. So I'm going to find out. Max is a very convenient way to get to downtown Portland from the Portland International Airport. It costs $2.80 per ride, and basically you get your card and you just tap on one of these green tap. Let's see if I can get to one. You can see over there, there's a green tap right there. You tap that and it clicks. Your first one is $2.80. And then it'll keep on clicking every 4 hours until you get to $5. And $5 is the max for the whole day. So that's a pretty good deal. Got a hoodie sweater, and I think that'll be good for today. Hopefully it doesn't rain too much, but at least this way I won't be cold.
Doors are closing.
Okay.
Train departing. Please hold on.
The train ride in the city was nice. I enjoyed looking at the green spaces in Portland. I noticed right away that there are a lot of bike paths in Portland. The highlight of the train trip for me was going across the bridge. The bridges of Portland are very interesting. There is a mixture of both modern and old-looking bridges crossing the river.
The train into downtown Portland. So I'm at Pioneer Square, and we're gonna walk around here and see what kind of buildings there are. Looks pretty cool. There's a lot of Pacific Northwest type buildings here. Public library. Cool. I wonder if I can get a library card there. This is the Teachers Fountain, which is dedicated to teachers everywhere in their honor of their selfless and untiring efforts to inspire the hearts and minds of their students. The work they do enriches all of their lives, is what it says.
There is definitely a food truck culture in Portland. You will see food trucks all over the city. There is even a few plazas dedicated to nothing but food trucks.
At the Pioneer Plaza here, looks like they're going to have a some kind of concert here. They're planning for PDX Live here, so I'm sure that'll be cool tonight. I'm not going to that, but it looks like.
Next to the library, close to the Pioneer Square, was a mall called the Pioneer Place, which seemed to be like a pretty standard mall built into an old department store.
Cool looking mural for that taco shop playing highlight over there. So that's kind of cool. And the Hotel Governor is pretty cool too. We're kind of in the old historical place. There's a concert hall over there and a history museum over here, I think. And just this beautiful park. Lots of park spaces here in downtown Oregon. It's very nice. Not exactly sure what's up with the creepy music, but they're beautiful flowers here. Very interesting. Oh, I think it's this guy over there with his stuff. Cool. I was able to see some roses here in the city of Roses, so that's pretty cool. I guess they grow a lot here. Lots of flowers. They're really cool. It says here that this is what was the Great Plank Road, and so they put a bunch of wooden planks in here, and it was like a trough, and they used it to bring water into Portland. So that's why it's at a slight downhill here. But now there's just, it's a garden with a lot of flowers. So check out the Oregon Historical Society, see what's in there. Don't know how much it costs or whatever, but we'll figure it out. It's like the local art gallery is having Monet's floating water rolls at the Gaverny. So, interesting. City Hall, nice building, really big City Hall here. Very nice. This is called Lowdale Park, and there is a statue of a soldier there. It says erected by the citizens of Oregon to the dead of the 2nd Oregon United States Volunteer Infantry. Okay. Oh, there you go. There is the Justice Center, but I'm thinking it's missing a lot of glass. It says here is where the first high tension power line, it says the world's first long distance high tension power line began operation between Portland and Willamette Falls, between the Willamette Falls Electric Company on June 3rd, 1899. And this here, and now just a small wire. But I guess they used to have a higher tension cord, and over there was the powerhouse. And for lunch right now, it's getting colder on 3rd Street, and I'm gonna have some sushi here, just at a roadside sushi place, so watching the street go by. This one is the Oregon roll, and this one is the Missoula roll. They kind of look the same, just one has salmon and one has tuna in it. That's the only difference. This is the Ira Keller fountain. To me, it looks like something off of Logan's Run in that final scene where they finally get to the top of the building. But it says here, Ira C. Keller Fountain, and it was the South Auditorium Urban Renewal Project. So, very cool fountain there. Very nice. Apparently now I have to go upstairs. There's not a lot of up and down to Portland, Oregon. Mostly gentle up and down, but there is up and down. We are near a river, so that makes it either you're going up or down a little bit. At my hotel, which is just across the street from the Portland State University. That's the Portland State University over there. So let's see what the hotel looks like. This is an interesting room.
I stayed at the Best Value Inn, which I found for $80 on Booking.com. It was a very big room. I think it used to be an apartment at one time, but it was kind of funny to have such a big living room. But only 2 chairs, and the bathroom was kind of funny in that the bathroom was at the end of a walk-in closet. It also had a king-size bed, so I wasn't really complaining.
This is like, basically it's an apartment. A 1-bedroom apartment. And what's over here? A closet is here. There's the bed. the living room that has 2 chairs, a back patio. That's interesting. So there's a back enclosed patio. I don't know whose place that is. Interesting. I'll lock that up. I have a refrigerator, a microwave, plenty of utensils, and then this closet goes down to here, and then there's my bathroom. Very interesting.
Here comes one of the red trains. I really appreciated the red trains. It took you almost anywhere in Portland you wanted to go. Very convenient. This music concert is actually a form of protest. I thought it was an interesting way to protest playing rock music.
Saturday morning here, and we are going to check out Portland State University and see what Portland State University looks like. And we are right in front of the College of Public Affairs, which is also the metro station. Well, it's the MAC station, I think I call it. And we're gonna see what there is to see. I think there's a farmer's market today, so we'll enjoy that. We have arrived at the entrance of the farmer's market. And you can see there is a cool student union building here. Looks like an old alumni building here. That's a really nice house. I'll have to check out the information on that.
I then took the train down to the river, and they had a half pipe by the river. Soon it was time to go back, so I took the train right back across the river.
Back at the airport now. It looks like I need to go this way for D, and luckily there's not a long line today, so it'll be pretty short. Well, that's gonna do it for this little day tour of Portland, Oregon. I hope you enjoyed it. There's so many things to see here. I was just mainly in the downtown area, so I really didn't get to see everything, but it was fun. It's a very quirky, hipster city. Lots to see, lots of greenery here. And we'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.